A preposition can be defined as a word that expresses the relationship between two other nearby words. One trick is to think of any way you can explain an airplane in relation to a cloud. For example, an airplane could fly beneath the clouds, through the clouds, above the clouds, between the clouds, or inside the clouds, just to name a few. The connection made for all of these examples is between the word flew and the word clouds. So it's telling you where or how the airplane flew in relation to the clouds. Notice that all of these examples connected to the verb of the sentence. In the same way that we specified how an airplane flew, we can also specify which airplane we're referring to. For example, the airplane in the sky was blue, the airplane from Japan was blue, or the airplane on television was blue, just to name a few. In these examples, we're explaining the relationship between things like the airplane and the television, or the sky, which airplane we're referring to. The prepositions are the connecting words, like on or through. And depending on how they function in a sentence, they can function like an adjective, when they help to modify a noun like airplane. They can also function like an adverb, when they modify a verb like zoomed. Generally speaking, because they are just modifiers, if you took them out of the sentence, you would still have a complete sentence or an independent clause. The airplane zoomed. It's just a little less specific. In a sentence like George of the jungle is as strong as you and me, of is our preposition, and jungle is the object of that preposition. So if there is a preposition, there will always be an object of the preposition. A preposition cannot exist by itself. The combination of this preposition and its object is called a prepositional phrase. Here it modifies George. So in a sentence like Bill ran from a crowd of mean geese, from is a preposition, of is a preposition. The objects are crowd and geese. The prepositional phrases include the preposition and its object, and all of the modifiers in between. In these 10 sentences, see if you can identify all of the prepositional phrases. Number 1. After 20 minutes, the books near the table, by the door, fell into a heap onto the floor. Number 2. Before the sun rose on the horizon, she saw a ray of light through the opening in the mine shaft. Notice that every preposition has an object, and that every object is either a noun or a pronoun, and that things get a little more complicated in complex sentences, where there are multiple sets of subjects and verbs, and we have subordinating conjunctions, like before. Number 3. The workers at Minnie's hat shop ate in the employee cafeteria over the main store. Shout out all of the prepositional phrases now. There were 3 of them. Did you get them all? Number 4, what do you think about my recent purchases from Bloomberg's? Shout them out. There were 2. 5, between you and me, no one except Ralph has been in touch since yesterday. Shout out the prepositional phrases. What's interesting about number 5 is that the first prepositional phrase, there's one preposition connected to 2 objects, which does happen. During the month of January, the ice beneath the new layer of snow was especially treacherous. Go. There were 4 of them. 7. The instructions must be followed throughout the semester without exception. Go. There were 2 of them. Number 8. I gave the same speech to everyone within a 5-mile radius of the accident. Go. There were 3 of them. Across the river, you will see a small house on the corner after 51st Street. Go. There were 3 of them again. Last one, she sat under the tarp and hoped for an end to the rain. Go. There were 3 of them.